I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, the weekly comic book show where we take a deeper, more in-depth looks at the coolest and most happening comic book storylines going on today. And on this episode, we are looking at Harley's Little Black Book issue number 2. Dr. Harley Quinn is teaming up with Hal Jordan the Green Lantern. Want to find out what happens next? Well, let's hop on into the comic, shall we?
So, the comic opens in media res with a powered-up Harley Quinn rampaging across all of New York City. Oh geez, did the Disney store in Times Square sell out of replica lightsabers? Because if so, this is totally a justifiable rampage. Flashback, we find two dude bros on a camping trip looking up at the stars, being all deep, man, in the way that only dude bros could be. Like, could Jesus microwave a Hot Pocket so hot that he could not eat it, dude? It's at that point an alien spacecraft comes crashing down right in front of them. The life form, before breathing its last, hands over a box to the two dude bros and tells them to keep it safe from the forces of evil. And obviously with a warning as dire as that, the two dude bros turn around and decide to sell the contents of the box on eBay. What exactly is inside the box? Well, two power rings, one red of rage and one black of death. But you see, once the box is open, the damnedest thing happens. The two rings end up fusing together into one ring. Okay, you know what, I gotta plead ignorance on this one, but is this like a common thing that happens with Green Lantern rings in the New 52 that I don't know about? Can you just fuse the two of them together? Is it like going to the juice bar and, you know, getting a shot of rage and a shot of death all at the same time? While perusing eBay for jewelry, Harley Quinn comes across the power ring, and you just know that she wants one for herself. Unfortunately, to win the prize, she's going to have to outbid Jeff Johns. No, really, Jeff Johns is the other guy bidding against her. He wears his Lucky Green Lantern shirt, and he even has a big DC sticker on his computer. Aw, how cute. Now, while all this is going on, the British super team that Harley met in the last issue of Black Book has made their way to New York City to come and visit her. Their story is not important at all, so let's skip it. Harley's package arrives later that day, and by God, she must have paid an arm and a leg for express shipping like that. Usually my stuff takes 4 to 6 weeks. She puts the ring on, and no surprise, is instantly corrupted by the powers of both the red and the black, which, you know, for her makes perfect sense because as an actual Harley Quinn clown, her costume was mostly red and black anyway. Feeling a disturbance in the ring force, Hal Jordan, the only Green Lantern who matters, rushes to New York to try and get to the bottom of things. Hal tries his best to talk Harley down, saying the powers of the rings together will undoubtedly corrupt and destroy her if she's not careful. But the crazy clown girl is having way too much fun destroying things, so instead of having a straight up fight, Harley instead challenges Green Lantern to an arm wrestling competition. With light constructs, of course, because I mean, this ain't your granddaddy's arm wrestling competition. New York ends up taking a major beating from this contest, and it's right around this point you're probably wondering, hey, if Harley got a hold of those two rings, then, you know, where were they going? Who is the alien trying to keep them safe from? Well, it's at that point the real bad guys of the story make the scene. Twin warlords who want to use the powers of the red and black rings to power the weapons system on their ship and destroy all of Earth, mainly for the lulz. And because Harley is pretty much running on fumes after her showdown with Green Lantern, the aliens are pretty much able to just pluck the rings right off her, and she ends up plummeting down to the Earth below. GL swoops on down to make the save, but unfortunately he too ends up getting knocked out, so it looks like it's all up to Harley to put on his power ring and save the day. Does she have great will? Well, I know she has great will not to die, so that's gotta count for something. With the power of the Green Lantern ring at her disposal, Harley uses her vast imagination to defeat the alien bad guys and save the day. Her and Hal bid each other a heartfelt goodbye, Harley stealing a kiss off Green Lantern because, hey, she stole one off Batman, she might as well finish off the entire collection while she's at it, right? And as the comic ends, Harley finally meets up with her British guests. So I actually really liked Harley's Little Black Book issue number 1. I thought it was a cute story, helped out a lot by the fact that Harley genuinely wanted to team up with Wonder Woman because she was such a closeted fan of her. Issue 2 is sadly a real step down in quality as far as I'm concerned. I mean, Harley isn't even really herself for about 90% of the comic, so she doesn't even really get to riff that much with Green Lantern. This is a long comic too, and unfortunately a lot of it felt like just padding. Green Lantern has a whole little side bit about him testing jets in Russia that really doesn't go anywhere. That we keep flashing back to the British superheroes, and even though they are probably the funniest portion of the comic, their story doesn't go anywhere. I can also hear the gnashing of teeth from much more hardcore Green Lantern fans than myself going, that's not how it works, or that's not supposed to happen, and you know what? You're probably right. On the upside, some of the visuals are pretty good, even if the story didn't keep me entertained all the way through. I give this one a 5.5 out of 10. Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll feel like checking out some more videos I have on offer here at Cape Joel.